Just shocking. Shedeur ain't go first in the first round when teams like the Jets, the Browns, teams like the Browns and the Saints needed a quarterback. Pittsburgh needed a quarterback. Mm-mm-mm. All right, man. What's the word? What's the word, man? From the '80s podcast, we back, man. Just waking up, seeing who got drafted in the first round. People got some good some good players that came out, man. I seen the 49ers pick my man from Georgia, McCall. He's a beast on defense. Cam Ward went number one, of course. Travis Hunter, but the shocking thing is Shedeur didn't get picked at all, and he was projected to be top three, top four pick. Now, from what I seen, obviously they were saying Cam got the slight edge, but it was always them two that was supposed to go, one, two, three, him, Travis, and Cam. So what happened during the combine that had Shedeur drop down out of the first round? I That's crazy to me because usually you see something like that if the kid got if something happened outside of the football field, like he got in some trouble with like domestic violence or drugs or something like that, and they drop like that. But what's his? I didn't even think his combine was that bad because you would have heard about it. They would have said, "Nah, this guy is not gonna make it as a pro." Let's see what this dude said right here, man.
What's the sense of the market that there will be for him, and do you think he'll have to wait a while to hear his name called on Friday as he did on Thursday?
Yeah, Scotty, I thought that there was a real chance we heard Shedeur Sanders' name called at the end of the first round tonight, perhaps in a trade like the Giants executed with the Rams to move up and get Jackson Dart. That did not take place, and as our researcher Evan Kaplan has noted, over the past 3 drafts, there's been a total of one quarterback taken in the second round. So I'd love to sit here and tell you that the floor for Shedeur Sanders now is pick number 40, where the New Orleans Saints next pick. And of course, the Browns have 2 of the first 4 picks for Friday night. But I can't sit here and say that with absolute certainty right now. It is the most compelling storyline going into night 2. He needs to find a dance partner, but as we have learned throughout this process, each team has a different stack on these quarterbacks, and just because me or Merrill Lewis might perceive Shedeur Sanders to be ranked as the 16th or the 20th or the 3rd best player in the entire draft, there's only a finite number of quarterback buyers right now, and it's clear the league did not have the same level of opinion.
Is there any sort of intel on what would have allowed that slip to happen?
Yeah, I think, as we looked at the draft as a whole, this is how I evaluated the quarterbacks. There were 5 quarterbacks that I believe thought they were going to have a real chance to go in the first 40 picks, Cam Ward being the only slam dunk, as he was the Titans' first overall selection tonight. Beyond that, it was Jackson Dart, Shedeur Sanders, Tyler Shuck, and also Jalen Milroe. Milroe, who was one of 2 players in the green room here tonight who was not taken in the first round. The Saints pick at 40, Scott. But once the Steelers did not pick a quarterback at number 21, we were talking about 4 remaining quarterbacks with really only 3 teams that you felt like were strong bets to take a quarterback at some point early in the draft, them being the Giants, the Browns, and the Saints. I think we're at the point now, Scott, where it feels like one of these remaining 3 quarterbacks, Milroe and Shedeur Sanders and Tyler Shuck, is going to have no seat available for him, at least not early in the process tomorrow night. So somebody's going to have to brace for a potential patient night. We have seen this in prior years. As a matter of fact, last year, Scott, we went over 100 picks. But after Bo Nix was taken 12th overall, before we saw Spencer Rattler in the 5th round, if we have learned one thing about the NFL and quarterbacks, if you're not taking one early, it might be a reflection that the team just not view the player as a potential starter. And if you're drafting a guy that you might think has the ceiling of a backup, it could be a longer wait than we would have guessed coming into the event tonight.
That's the thing. You didn't answer the question. Why? Why was Shedeur not picked first in the first round? When those same teams I mentioned, the Browns, Steelers, Giants, needed a quarterback. Well, he did say they don't see him as a starter, but why? Why don't they see him as a starter? Or as worthy as a first round go grab quarterback? That don't make no sense to me. Gotta check out what the blogs are saying. Neighborhood Talk. We really watched a successful smear campaign against Shedeur Sanders be executed in less than a week. They're hating because of who his daddy is. Brady was drafted at 199th in the sixth round, but Shedeur was projected to be first, second, or third. You don't need to go first to be great. Of course, you don't need to go first, but that's what caused the drop. What caused the drop? Like, it seemed to me like they all got on code and said we're gonna teach him a lesson for being a flashy dude. A confident, self-assured, talented black man is a threat, and people desire to humble him. I think that's what it is. Prime staying on business. He teaching his son to stand on business, and white folk can't handle that. That's just a fact. They want to be able to manipulate, control, and 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 just steer the play in the way they want him to go. And Prime is not the type to go for that. You seen Prime. Prime was looking like he was in the league before he was in the league. He been confident from the jump. But why don't you want a strong, self-assured quarterback leading your team? Some of these dudes is chicken dinner and they starting at quarterback and none of the players listen to them. That's why they throwing picks, not leading the team. You need somebody that's going to be confident and lead the team, that could be a leader of men. So the fact that he didn't get drafted it's just like it's like they trying to humble him, but I don't think it's gonna humble him. I think it's gonna make a beast. They blackball him just prove the NFL is rigged. So stop talking about Tom Brady. Tom Brady was fucking chicken dinner. They doing him just like they did Lamar Jackson. What was Tom Brady's stats in college, bro? What was Tom Brady's stats in college? Hold on, let me see. You keep saying Tom Brady got drafted in 162nd. Look at him now. Fuck out of here. What's this nigga stats? Gant. Please shut the fuck up forever. This nigga was doodoo. 16 touchdowns. 14 and 10 interception. This nigga was trash. Nigga didn't even. Oh, he didn't play the first 2 years like that. Last 2 years, he did decent. No, he's just chicken dinner, bro. Bland ass chicken dinner, Campbell soup, nigga. Fuck out of here. Stop bringing Tom Brady into this conversation, man. Tom Brady was in old Shedeur in college, man. Somebody tell Shedeur Sanders that the last QB didn't believe. Man, damn, I feel bad for bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause it is embarrassing, but I still think he's gonna get drafted and he's gonna come in and prove everybody wrong. Just off the fact of who the daddy is and the stuff he instilled in him, cause ain't no way. Look at Shedeur. Let's look at Shedeur college stats, man. Bro, what? You shit me? Bro, 37-10, 4,000 yards, 27-3, 40-6, 30-8. Don't compare Shedeur to Tom Brady in college, bro. Please. They gonna reap what they sow. I believe it, man. I believe it. Lamar did it. Yeah, man. Lamar Jackson, he made him pay for it. Watch. It is just so sad. The hate for them is real. To draft a boy from Ole Miss in the first round, somebody was checking for him. Nobody was checking for that nigga. Cash, I'm sorry, bro. Nobody was checking for no Dax for that dude from Ole Miss, bro. I know you did your research. I respect it. Nobody was checking for that nigga. I never heard that nigga name not one time, bro. Not one time from nobody. It's all good, man. I think Shedeur's gonna bounce back, man. He gonna get drafted. Maybe the Browns. Hopefully it's New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Him and Alvin Kamara could go crazy down there. He gonna be in the dome. He gonna prove everybody wrong, man. Cause it just goes to show again, man. They don't like a black confident man. They do it all the time. They try to box out LeVar Ball. You feel me? It's just all the strong black men that stand up and instill confidence in their sons. They don't like that. They want to have control. So they could brainwash them to be workers and slaves for the rest of their lives. No. No, it's a new era. People know their self worth. We know our self worth, bro. But it's all good, man. Shedeur, you gonna bounce back. Don't worry. Don't worry. I already know you gonna kill. This is the battery in your back. I just honestly wish we could pull out and start our own league and really just not fuck with them. That's how I really feel. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, subscribe, share this one.